Flex, alive was 1 in the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You were when a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
I've been accused of shilling for Triple G when I was at HBO. Never did. Thought he was the best value for your entertainment dollar in the entire world back then. But I never had him as the best pound-for-pound fighter. I don't think I even ever had him as high as number 3. He hadn't proved it yet. But I admit, I suspected, when given the chance, he'd make a good case. Not as good a case as Floyd Mayweather, or Manny Pacquiao, or Andre Ward, but better than, say, Canelo, who I expected him to beat convincingly. Looking back, he never did prove it.
Push the weight and no flex, flex. Push the weight and no flex. Hey, push the weight and no flex. Gang.
South of 175 pounds, Andre Ward. And now, do we all agree? I'm sorry. Does anyone disagree with that? So we all agree that south of 175 pounds, Andre Ward's the favorite against everyone. South of 168 pounds, who's the favorite against everyone? Who? You know, who in boxing is the favorite against every other fighter south of 168 pounds? Triple G is the favorite against everyone, including Floyd, south of 168 pounds. Who's the favorite of everyone in boxing south of 160 pounds? Who? Floyd Mayweather. Do we all agree? Yes. Andre, why would Andre be the favorite against Triple G? They're comparable skills and everything. He's bigger than Triple G. Why would Triple G be the favorite against Floyd? He's bigger than Floyd. When you get to a certain, the reason the good big man beats the good little man, or the great big man beats the great little man, is at a certain level, you know, at a certain level, size matters because other things are more or less equalized. Now, if I had to put those guys in order, pound for pound, I'd say Floyd 1, Andre 2, Triple G 3. But, okay, fine. Andre Ward would be favored over Triple G. Triple G would be favored over Floyd. Floyd would be favored over everyone else south of 160. And if anyone disagrees, let me know. Is there any? So that's unanimous in like the hardcore boxing press. Am I right?
What? What? That ain't take long. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight? Lightweight, baby. Played that for a reason. So let's bleed. Rick Blackwell, Eric H., Dwayne Jones. Coach, what up? Jason, Big Homie Cool. Cop Aborigines, my brother. Macados, Mac of the South, my brother. Cesar, what up, bro? Yes, sir. Snacks B, Anwar Willis. Brian H., good morning, counselor. Robert Singleton, Black Alpha. Viva tu vida, salute. Deacon Dallas. Andrew Gray, Brooklyn born. Oh, it jumped on me. Hard Body, J. Timo, LLC in the building. Y'all need to go subscribe to the brother. Kevin Dunbar, Ring Dragon. What up, bro? Big Block. Jay Walk, Boxing and Barbecue in the building. Salute. Jim Diamond. CT Fatboy, Big Chief. Salute. Land of the 216. What's good? Shemaine Callahan. Jafar Cesar. Salute. My brother Von D Gaming in that super chat early. He said, salute, Drew. Salute to you, fam. How you doing this morning? We're going to cook these fools. MP, what the fuck? What's good? PGH Big Dog. Steve L. the Mac. Salute. Katie Peeps. Stormy. Yup. Can't stand him. Played that for a reason. We're going to connect the dots. La, la, la. We're going to connect the dots. This has to be done every now and again as a reminder. As a reminder. We got to do things like this. David Case, and salute. He's jumping all over the place. Dill Spoolie, Duke Todd, Tay-Tay, good morning, sis. Buzz. Jamal Davis, salute, my bro. What up? Shadow 979, salute. Let's cook. So, Xavier, what up? So, I every now and again, I decide, Bully, what up? That's right, smash that like button, y'all. Every now and again, I hear something or see something, and I'm like, you know what? I can't take my foot off the gas, man. I can't take the beef and broccolis off their neck. Because no matter what they say, what narrative they're trying to push, and who they get to echo their goddamn narrative, it's never, ever, 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 ever going to work. The general's in the building. All right, no live this morning? All right, I got you, brother. No doubt, I got you, brother. Man, never, ever, 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 ever. I never, ever. I'm going to let y'all forget what this really is about. Corey McGowan in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He says, yo, why the pound for pound list they say is fair because it includes all nations, not because of talent level, cause of inclusion. That's what they're saying now? Who said that? Who said that, my bro? Because they full of shit. They full of shit. Is that why HBO sank? Because they was trying to be fair? We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Bruce Gass in the building. Jay Walk, salute. We're going to get to it. HBO tanked because they saw more value in foreign fighters than the goddamn fighters they had right here in their American soil. I don't see motherfuckers in Europe doing that. But they'll swear up and down once upon a time that fucking they swear up and down that the UK is where the money was at when AJ was on top of the world, right? DV Martha Track, salute. Let me ask y'all a question. Moyo D, salute. Chi-Town in the building. Jelly Bean, what up? Let me ask y'all a question. Once upon a time, Zelos, what up? Paulie Balianachi said, oh, man, I'm going to get to it, man. I swear to God, like minds think alike. Because I was going to cook on this anyway. And then I heard the brother Champ side yesterday, and he went off. He went bonkers. So I'm only going to cook Paulie just for a second. Because y'all know I had immediate interaction with Paulie. What was it like now, 2 years ago now? Over that public lynching. Remember what I told y'all? He jumped all in the damn Instagram and yo, player. 88 Sports Talk, salute. Ace Status, salute. I think you need to sue that. I think you need to see that new evidence, player. He broke into the house, player. Justifying a public lynching, a shooting, by the way. Justified that. And since we on the topic, because the sensei sent me something this morning, all right, and we got to be careful. Jafar Cesar in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He said, can you explain how Inoue is pound for pound number 2, who he beat? Well, I'm going to give you the short version. He beat Nonito Donaire, who in boxing years is long in the tooth. But they're going to give him full. And shout out to Nonito and Rachel. But this isn't definitely, this damn sure ain't no shot towards them. All right? This ain't no shot towards them. But in boxing years, Nonito's been around the block. Nonito is going to end up in the Hall of Fame. Rightfully so. Kane, what up? Levon Down Gator, salute. All right, rightfully so. So he beat a Hall of Fame fighter. No, Inouye's going to get all the credit in the world for that. Okay? And they're going to give him all the credit in the world for that. But let's not forget, he went 12 rounds with that man in the first fight. I'm hearing Schneider, what up? I'm hearing rumblings of, I don't know, this is just, you know how it is, fan talk. People saying, yo, I think Inouye's on something. I think he's on gear. Look, I can't deny or confirm, but, looking at the era that we're in, nothing surprises me. Boss Red, salute. And I'm going to get on that because I'm coming right to that. I'm coming right to that, Boss Red. Absolutely. You're right. Main Boxing Biker, salute. Know what I'm saying? Bro, listen. So much to get to. So let's get to it, man. We got to be careful. Because I don't know if some of these fighters are agents or they act as if they don't know what's going on or what this is really about, as if they weren't victims of it. I don't know if they, I don't know if boxing or boxers, if the alumni overshadows who they are as human beings. I don't know if they draw the line there. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. Let's get Big Dog Willie out the way. Khan. Don't hate on Khan. Amen. Interestingly enough, he's not even going to come up one time in this conversation. So I appreciate your super chat. Appreciate that there. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but there's certain things that I'm just gonna mind my business on, because it's happening all over and it makes no sense. Listen, man, I almost made a phone call this morning just to ask a question and say, brother, I gotta ask you, that dude you sitting on a podcast with, are you aware of certain things? Now, if boxing is that much of an alumni where, look, we just boxers and there is no color boundaries, that's for y'all fans to fuss about. But we about making our money. We're an alumni. We're one big club. We walk around with robes on and hoods and shit. That's what y'all don't see about us. We all in on it. Everything is a game with us. Y'all fuss about the dumb shit. If it's like that, then some of that will make sense. But I'm not sure, because we've had pros on our show, respect due, that just said things that were, you just knew that they weren't informed. And you had to inform them. And at some point, some of the times during my show, I'm just sitting there thinking like, oh my God, how could he not know that? Oh my God, how could he not pay attention to that? Oh my God, how's he talking like he never went through that? I haven't seen that in his career. What? I'm going to play something for y'all in a second. Brooklyn Born in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He said Nonito broke Inouye's whole face at age 36 and then knocked out a 39-year-old Donaire. But I thought Luis Ortiz was the old man. And thank you. Deontay Wilder can't get no credit for King Kong Ortiz. Leading up to the fight, they were saying Ortiz was going to beat his ass. Oh, yeah, those windmills is over now. King Kong Ortiz. Yup. They were popping out the wood. Jay Grant, what up? Walking down Ram in the building. They were popping out the woodwork. I remember that. They were popping up. Deontay knocks him out. He cheated. Oh, they cheated for him. And that long beak motherfucker Paulie was the main one. The main one. I don't know what they talking about. They don't know what's on the count. They cheated for him. D said what? No problem. Let's run it back. No problem. Let's run it back. And people were still picking Ortiz. Oh, yeah, this time. And then what happened? Ortiz popped, didn't he? How do you forget, Almighty Law, salute? How do you forget to put down a medication you take every day? I take blood pressure medication every day. How do you forget to put that down? But he did. And they said it's not illegal what he's taking, but it can be used as a masking agent. And he blew it. How come Deontay doesn't give him any prop? I'm sorry. How come no one gives Deontay any props for saying, yo, look, I believe him. He forgot to put it down. I'm going to fight him anyway. The man has a sick daughter. I'm going to bless him with this $1 million payday. Got no credit for that. You know what he got? Yeah, he's going to fuck you up now. And what happened? Bing, fight's over. Clean. Oh, yeah, Ortiz is old. Yeah, but Inoue, right? Inoue knocks out Donaire, right? Full credit, right? So why can Inoue get full credit for that? Why can Inoue get full credit? Yo, how many times I got to tell y'all, certain fighters don't need my fucking help. They don't need my support. How many videos did I make about Inoue? I made it about Inoue and Donaire because we support Donaire. Karma Boxing, MMA, BBG, salute. Fuck out of here, man. Antonio MMA, salute. Certain fighters don't need my support. They don't. They got it. It's in the bag. If I was doing content when HBO was active and they were like on top of the world, I wouldn't have shit to talk about. Didn't need to talk about the Klitschko's. Didn't need to talk about Manny Pacquiao. Didn't need to talk about KK Kovalev. Didn't need to talk about Vasily Lomachenko. Didn't need to talk about Triple G. They didn't need my help. They get on this pedestal and they could do no fucking wrong. Ramel Lane, salute. So I'm wondering, are our boxers this one alumni, and is the joke on us? Is the joke on us? Media hopefuls versus actual performance. Media hopefuls versus actual performance. Listen to this, y'all. Couldn't believe this.
Haney's trying to convince us of that he's the champion. He's trying to convince us of the fact that Kambosos had to be forced into this fight.
Forced to fight this fight, which I think is the biggest misconception. But you got to think, when you're looking deep into this, why is he doing that? Why is he? And then he also said, when are you going to knock it? When are you going to knock off the front?
What front?
What front?
When are you going to knock it, like, become yours? He thinks Kambosos is selling this fight or putting on a front. And I think that's another misleading tale about Devin Haney approach to this fight.
Hold on.
Gonna knock off the front.
What front?
What front?
When are you gonna knock it, like, become yours? He thinks Kambosos is selling.
Hold on.
Become yours. He thinks Kambosos is.
Who the fuck is Kambosos, Tony? Who's Kambosos? You see, again. Syriot, salute. See my brother Carl Burrell in the building. Sounds of the Times TV, salute. Listen. Tony, you didn't even say his name right. And I was on here saying that in New York, they're disrespecting Kambosos because they didn't spell his name right. You didn't even say his name right. And they've been saying it all fucking since he beat Teofimo Lopez. He beat Teofimo Lopez. He became this world beater. When the fuck did that happen? After he beat Teofimo? You know, but watch this, y'all. Media hopefuls versus actual performance. Mike Biggs, salute. Who is in more danger of losing their fight? George Kambosos in round 10 against Teofimo, or Devin Haney in round 10 versus Linares? Now, George did show heart. But again, did Teofimo lose that fight or did George really win it? All the excuses that Teofimo had By the way, nobody came for Teofimo with all those excuses. His throat exploded. His wife left him. This was all public record. And he gets to talk all the shit in the world. Viva tu vida. If you could find that link, put it in the chat for me. I didn't read that. He said that? Sheesh. If you could find that link and put it in the chat, I'd like to read that. I'm just curious. Because I don't write nothing off anymore. I mean, you know, it's a shame that we got to deal with that. Some of it's bullshit. Some of it is, some of it isn't. But you don't know with this fucking sports, man. You don't. A condo, what up? So I'm asking, who's in more danger in losing their fight in the 10th round? Both of them, ironically, in the 10th round. Linares can punch. Devin rolled the wrong way, and he made the mistake. Linares didn't set that up. Devin made a mistake. George made a mistake. But he was on Dream Street. It was almost over. Now, why is it that no one brings that goddamn that round? Why is it that Devin Haney's round 10 against Linares comes up more than George Kambosos' round 10? Paul Carrick, my brother, salute. Mr. Shelton, what up? This is crazy. Media hopefuls versus actual performance. Oh, I know, Mr. Shelton. I know. Man down, salute. Lamont, what up? This is fucking disgusting. And here we are listening to Antonio Tarver, whom I enjoyed his career. But Tony, listen, man. And I ain't got to tell him this. This is what I'm saying. Is the joke on us? Are all these boxers really, and I'm just asking, on the low, is Errol Spence and Bud sitting in a fucking like gym somewhere laughing, drinking Gatorade? Talking about looking at these idiots argue over us. We're gonna make the fight's made already. Is that what's happening? Bully, Pete Davenport, Fred Hampton, Teak Sports, what up? Is the joke on us? Bully says Gamboa was stumbling in his ring walk. Oh God, please, Viva tu vida, please find if he could you find anything? Because I'd like to see. I gotta pay attention to shit like that now. This is the atmosphere. But guess what? This isn't new. This ain't new behavior. Stormy says that's because the agenda is to exploit any resolute of weakness against black in light of its strength that exists. And that's why we're treated the way we're treated. We're not making this shit up, man. And that's why I'm asking, is the joke on us, though? Because I can't understand. First of all, I don't know why Antonio Tarver and Roy Jones are sitting on that man's couch. I needed to know what the name of that channel was so I could fucking avoid it. And this is no slate to Antonio Tarver or Roy Jones. But I don't fuck with Paulie Malignaggi. Now, I know they might be so wrapped up in their own lives that they have not paid attention to what that dude said. But this is further proof, family, before you sit down with anybody, I don't care how well known they are, you got to do your homework. There are people that I could have had in the strong house, and I ain't going to say their name, that I passed on. I'm like, yo, I can reach out to him and, no. Because that person may have done something or said something that didn't sit well with me. And y'all don't need to know. But I'm not thirsty to jump up just to talk to a person that just because they fought. And I'm a geek. I talk to the guys that are nowhere near the Hall of Fame, that are working regular jobs right now. But if I enjoyed your performance in the ring at some point, I would love to talk to you. But there's certain guys that I passed on because they've done something in the past that I'm like, that ain't sit well with me. Or they said something on TV, and I may have been the only person that caught it. I'm like, yo, that don't sit well with me. Now, there's some motherfuckers on YouTube that'll talk to anybody. A motherfucker like Rick Glasser will never be on my platform. And again, before someone takes this and says, oh, you slighting Fred, I'm not. Fred is a different animal, and a lot of you don't understand what he does and why he does it. Y'all don't understand why he does it. Y'all don't understand why he does it. When he had that fucking Jason Shitcock on there, he got on there and let him talk. And nobody in here, for the most part, no one likes him. But did he not get on that show and prove that he was every bit the asshole that he was? That's what he did. And that was the purpose. Look, y'all, he's an asshole. It's not just for the camera. He's like that in real life. There you go. Rick Glasser, yeah, he's really a dick. There you go. Now, whatever show he's been on after that, I've heard he was on a couple of shows. Look, I'm not thirsty to get that man on my show. He ain't shit. He's a piece of shit. Fuck him and his wife and his murderous son. There you go. So I don't want to talk to everybody. It's funny. Just like last year, it was, oh, yo, the YouTube guys. We moved forward during the pandemic. The people with all these degrees in journalism, they were getting laid off from fucking ESPN. That human hoagie, Dan Raphael, getting laid off and shit. We were fine. And now, look what a difference a couple of years make. Now everybody want a podcast. Now everybody got a YouTube channel. Good luck. Good luck. But I needed to know where this show was so I could fucking avoid it. Not because of Antonio Tarver, not because of Roy Jones, but I don't fuck with Paulie Malignaggi. And I'm wondering, do those two black men understand or know what that guy said? Do they know what he said? Do they care? Are they standing? And I don't know. Are they standing there like, well, you know, he's entitled to his opinion. You know, I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is the joke on us? Is boxers is like, yo, there's really no color here. We're just an alumni. Once you get your license and you make a certain amount of money, we come kidnap you, throw a hood over your face, and welcome to the club. And you swear in. You take a blood oath. I don't know. But me, if I was a pro, active or retired, and Paulie said, yo, come sit on the couch, talk boxing, fuck you, Paulie. Fuck you. Fuck you with a lit flare. Right in the poop chute. I'm not dealing with you, dude. For those of you that don't know, we had a conversation on Instagram. I checked him and he responded to me. So I said, let's go. Y'all must have missed it. I'm going to remind y'all in a second, though. Big Dog Willie said, it hurts my feelings that you never talk about Khan. Fuck Khan. Shade Girl, salute. Knowledgeable King Judah, salute. Sean, what up? So Tony sat on this guy's platform and said his name wrong, dude. Been saying his name since he beat Teofimo Lopez. You don't know his name? Anthony Johnson. Remember that? Reggie Miller? Boxing superstar Anthony Johnson. I said, oh. Worldwide superstar. That's what they told us he was. Didn't even get his name right. Okay. DJ Zion Love, salute. Mississippi Moral, salute. Worldwide superstar, though, right? I'm gonna jump around here a bit. Y'all remember HBO boxing? I remember looking forward to HBO boxing. Boxing After Dark. You know, I love boxing. Now noticed things started to change on HBO. These guys come in from the Ukraine, Vladimir and Vitaly Klitschko. And they were good. You see, read what LeVon Don Gaither just said. And I don't know. I see, that's what I'm saying. I'm confused. Do they know that people in the community really don't, the black community in particular, really don't fuck with Paulie over his opinions? Do they know? They gotta know that he was terminated from Showtime because of his fucking mouth, his racist mouth. They gotta know that he referred to black people as a different species. They gotta know that. And if they don't know that, are you so tied up with your business or what's going on that you just looking at Paulie as another fighter? You don't recognize. You have to do your due diligence before you talk to anybody. Fuck. Teach, what up? Now, you might say LeVon Don Gaither is just one person. Now, there's some geeks that are saying, yo, look, man, I just want to go talk to fighters. I'm doing the podcast myself. I want to see if they'll come on. Nah, man. Not all money's good money. Not all money's good money. When I was in Vegas, I put 500 on Deontay. I could have put 5 on Deontay and 5 on Fury. I could have, but all money's not good money. How would I look doing that? You kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't, what, do they know who's... Yeah, send it to me on IG, fam. I appreciate you. Shona, what up? It's a possibility they fucking up their brand by even sitting with that guy. I can't be the only person thinking like that. Like, yo, what are they doing there? Now, I knew Paulie had a podcast, and I saw Roy on the couch, and I saw Antonio Tarver on the couch. I didn't know they were sitting together. Pass is the pass, fine. But I'm like, wait a minute. I wouldn't be sitting there. He's sitting with a different species. That's what he said. Paulie's intelligent. He's not stupid. He know what the fuck he said. All around strong. Carlo Realist. King Vonnie. Southern T boxing and sports in the building. Salute. What the fuck is, you know what I'm saying? A different species. He said it more than once. He had a problem with what Devin Haney said. Oh boy. Where's that? I know I got it. Give me a second, y'all.
me and Teofimo, when we was in front of each other, how did he act? Did you see the video?
Yeah.
I think Fred posted it.
Yeah.
Listen, his energy was totally different. He was talking about how he got the best of me. He stopped me in sparring and all that. But when we got in front of each other, face to face, man to man, his energy was totally different. And when I see him again, his energy would be totally different. He'll say everything. But he wants to fight me. He say next after Lomachenko. After Lomachenko, I'll fight him. Nobody really thinks that he's going to beat Loma, right? I don't even believe that he thinks that he's going to beat Loma. So he's saying that if he pulls off the unthinkable, then he'll fight me. If he lose, will he fight me? No.
That was Devin and Bill talking to 78. But then there was this.
But if he wins, he's not going to fight me. He'll rather lose to Lomachenko than me. That's why he took the Lomachenko fight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you think about that, Bill?
Absolutely. I mean, it was already a tournament. What kills me is that they say, who have you fought? You know, he got every belt in the WBC. From
Listen,
the
y'all.
youth belt to international belt. He beat the guy for the silver belt. And then he got the same WBC lightweight championship belt that Loma opted out to not have in Rock. I don't know what's the new belt that they gave him for franchise belt. But once we knew that you couldn't win it, it's not like that the franchise belt is something that you can win. So we wasn't ever interested. I think Devin as a kid has always been interested in that green belt, you know what I mean, that Floyd had early on and that Floyd prided himself on. And that's what he has. So when they go to the WBC tournament, and I'm thinking, I say, well shit, there's some bad motherfuckers in the tournament. You got Lopez, you got Javier Fortuna, you got Zaur Abdullaev, you know, and who else was it? And Devin. Okay, so out of those four, now you got the number one, which is Luke Campbell. And instead of Luke Campbell doing all this protesting about who he was going to fight and Lomachenko and all that, they let Lomachenko swoop in and he fight for the vacant belt.
Nitty G,
so
what up?
Luke Campbell. So that's Luke Campbell plus four other guys, right? Devin included. Javier Fortuna, he decided he doesn't want to be in the tournament. He don't want the action. Then you got Teofimo Lopez, who says, nah, I'm going to go to the IAPF and I'm going to fight Richard Comey before I fight Devin Haney, and then I'll fight Luke Campbell. Okay, so he goes that way. That leaves Devin with the number two, that was ranked number 2 Russian. So out of those 5 people, because Luke Campbell ended up losing to Lomachenko, and he comes back and then again and says, well, let me fight because Devin was just hurt. So let me fight. Let me fight again for it. He was hurt. He's like, no, he was hurt. He's not hurt. I don't even know how you was fighting for it again. And anyway, if you just got smashed.
Now, everything that Bill just explained, magically, the 3 pros sitting on that podcast didn't know. Because if they knew the road that Devin Haney traveled, they wouldn't have undermined it. Because that's what this is. They're undermining everything that Devin has gone through, everything that Bill has gone through. They could talk about Canelo Alvarez's success and his money, but they can't talk about the money that Devin lost putting up with this shit. And I bet you if Devin said, I ain't going to Australia, why he want me to go over there? They plan on robbing me. I ain't got to take that. We would support that, and they would be sitting on that couch calling Devin a duck. No, you supposed to go over there and take that fight. As if cheating ain't that bad. But, you know this sport. But let me scoot ahead to where he says the infamous phrase.
He's not on no bullshit. It ain't on no politics shit. He's really the fighter that he is because he works hard and he's talented, you know?
Absolutely, man. And salute to the homie Narco Hampton TV in the super chat. Appreciate you. Says salute to Devin Haney. We watching you from Puerto Rico. Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
Then we got the brother Felix Nunez in the super chat. Salute, homie. He says boxing is dirty as fuck. Said, is it hard for you to stay motivated?
No, I wouldn't say it's hard for me to stay motivated because, I am, receiving, the fruits of my labor. I am, definitely, getting, compensated for what I do. So I'm thankful to be here. I'm happy to be here. I worked hard for it, and I'm only going to go further. I know one day that the time will come and I'm going to be 100% ready.
Okay, no doubt. Oaktown fighting in the super chat. Salute. He says shout out to the Haneys from
Ghost Town.
Yeah, from
Ghost Town.
Town.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That
Yes,
west
indeed.
side, man.
Yes, indeed. Then we got the brother Mahari Nation Sports Podcast in the super chat. Salute. He says salute to 78. Devin and Bill Haney says I hope you'll end the height of Loma so I can rip. he said I hope he want to rip Black Fight Fan TV all day long. He said keep grinding, Devin. Greatness is coming. Yeah, yes sir, yes sir.
I'll tell you this: I will never lose to a white boy in my life. I don't care what nobody got to say. Listen, can't no white boy beat me on any day of the week.
There it is. And there it is. There it was. Trey Will in the building. Salute. GP, what up? Rob Sportsman Lee. Jay Booming. D-Man Jr., salute. And there it is. That was the statement. But nobody watches these YouTube guys. That morning, it was an avalanche of bullshit. I didn't care that he said it. Listen, man. Boxing owes us fucking reparations, damn near. For the fights that we were supposed to see and we didn't see as fans. And George, what up, bro? I got your text. Boxing owes us black fans reparations. They owe black fighters reparations. Fuck that. There was a black murderers row. Y'all never lived that shit down. Fuck out of here. You fucking owe us. Get out of here. What you mean? I don't give a fuck that he said that. Because we're a different species, Paulie. What? I don't care that Devin said that. But Jessica, what up? I don't care that he said that because I knew what he was saying. I knew who he was talking about. He was talking about the man that Abel Mahari brought up, Lomachenko, who ducked him, dumped the belt and ducked him. Did Paulie say that? Did Roy say that? Did Antonio say that? No. But somehow George Cambozo became this world beater overnight. And I'm watching this like, yo, nah, this guy's not beating Devin. I thought Devin would knock him out. He didn't take no unnecessary risk. He said, yo, this jab's landing. We're going to stay here all night until he makes me change. Ronald Haskins, absolutely. He has not been wrong. Thank you. Different species. Remember, Paulie said that. He said, yeah, you know, Tachoa, what up, bro? How you? You know, different species. Different species? He didn't say ethnicity. He knew exactly what the fuck he was saying. It rolled off his tongue so well because that's how he was raised, y'all. A different species, Paulie. That's what's up. All right. All right. Different species. Then has a nerve to say, I don't know if Devin got the memo, but the time for the African-American fighter has come and gone. Eastern Europeans are running boxing. Right after he said that, Lomachenko lost to Teofimo. Yep. Go ahead and tell Andre Ward that shit. He didn't get the memo. He didn't. Go up to Kovalev and say Andre Ward's name right now and just watch his face. He's like, yo, hey, Kovalev, Andre Ward. And watch his face. He don't go from, hey, yeah, that guy, he hit me low. No, he punched you in the fucking face, dude. And then he bodied you and you sat on the rope and you quit. Because that's what happens with bullies. They quit. You quit. And then you made excuses that nobody, bro. Let me address this, Indigenous King. Let me address this real quick. He said, he's talking about Rick Glasser. He said, Rick Glasser called me racist on Twitter because I called Fury a cheater. Rick Glasser can't say shit. Keyshawn, you can and will be a great fighter. All the earmarks are there, but you need a new hairstylist. Your hair is a mess. Hashtag boxing. No, hashtag F you and your wife, your black wife, your beard, and your murderous son. How about that? Google what I'm talking about, y'all, when I call his son a murderous person. What the fuck does his hairstyle have to do with boxing? Speaking of hair, did you say anything about Paulie Malignaggi rocking cornrows? He's the only motherfucker I know that outside of Franchon Cruz Dezern that got an actual fucking haircut in the ring. That happened. So you come to the ring playing rap music, you're rocking cornrows, you dress in this hip hop thing. You love our culture, but you hate us. That's life. We live that reality. Rap music, what is that goddamn rap? What the fuck is hip hop? That shit ain't shit. Decades later, Eminem's the GOAT. He never said he was the GOAT. Eminem never said he was the GOAT. Ain't he put on a pedestal? Out here, we had a station called K-Rock. They played rock and alternative music. Then we had two stations, hip-hop and R&B stations. Power 105, Hot 97. And we had K-Rock. Eminem got airplay on all three stations. Now, why the fuck would Eminem get airplay on a rock alternative station? Why the fuck does Limp Bizkit get played on a rock alternative station, but they ain't played Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit shit on Power 105 and Hot 97? I'm just pointing out a fact, y'all. Mr. Shelton's like Pizza Paulie in soft shoes, in the soft shoes, bro. Dude. Mr. King Palmer, salute, bro. How you been? He said, what's good, Drew? You seen Blair the Flair back at it again? Man, God. He said he's coming for everybody at 147, smack and spit. Okay. All right. Yeah. Look, let's hold Blair to a standard. I don't even remember the guy that knocked him out, but he need to go handle that. He need to be street. Why are you still talking about Errol? Oh man, he's become that. Okay. All right. Quan Leonard, salute. Abadordi, salute. JC, what up? Yeah, Zelos, I remember Jason Williams, White Chocolate. Why were they calling him White Chocolate? Because he had black swag. So Paulie was coming to the ring with black swag, you know, all that dancing and trash talking and shit, cornrows and shit. You hate us, but love what we do. We create, that's what we do. The human species started where? The continent of Africa. Not Italy. I'm sorry, not Sicily. Let me pull up these receipts real quick. This guy's out his fucking mind, B. Shit is ridiculous. This is a lot. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna read it because I did a whole stream on this. If y'all want to go look at it, y'all can. It's called Paulie. Damn, this one I had the old camera. Shit. It's called Paulie. His words, not mine. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the description, man, because this was a lot. I went through our whole Instagram conversation, y'all. I went through our whole Instagram conversation, y'all. That's the link to the shit, man. I was so pissed off. And for those, and I'm glad you said that, Bob. If y'all don't know, Paulie is from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, man. Y'all have any idea what the fuck that is? Y'all watch that when y'all get a chance, man. That shit was fucking disgusting. And y'all will see what we're talking about there, man. We're talking about those two crackers that murdered the brother in the South. That's what we were talking about. All right? He's basically saying that Ahmaud Arbery didn't use common sense. That's what got him done in. That's what he said. I go through the whole conversation with screenshots and everything, y'all. And I go in on him. This was, man, I've never been so, man. I'm not even going to review it. Dr. Mark, salute, my brother. 919, salute. Unscripted Virtuoso, salute. I've never been more pissed off. Man, y'all go look at it when y'all get a minute. I was pissed, man. I was so pissed, man. I was so pissed. But this is all irrelevant to the topic. Media hopefuls versus actual performance. A1 Hoops on, salute. Yeah, he called us player. Yo, player. The fuck you mean, dude? Quick story. And see, you guys gotta be quick with this shit, man. Me and Stormy was on Divine Sense boxing show the other day. And salute to Divine Sense. He's family. So he let some dude in there, right? His name escapes me. White guy, obviously. To me, he was intoxicated. It was obvious. To me, it was obvious. But he's in the chat first. And of course, I bring up Tyson Fury, and all of a sudden, that was a trigger. I was talking about how people make up stories about black fighters. They got to make up stories, right? And I mentioned Tyson Fury, and he says, so the story was fake. So the fuck what? Now he's being belligerent in the chat. And I read it, and I'm like, whatever. So eventually he presses the link, and he comes in. And he's challenging what I was talking about in the chat. And I'm like, dude, fuck you. I don't want to talk to you. Because he was belligerent in the chat. He came in and didn't know what we was talking about. He walked in on a conversation. He didn't even get the context of what we were saying. But here's the thing. Yeah, Brian H., you reading that shit, right? Yeah. He needs to remain silent. Rick Glasser don't need to be on here slinging no mud. The shit he got going on. Family and all. Exactly, Kawhi Leonard. The Russians and the Italians been running Bensonhurst since forever, but we criminals. Man, they got that shit on lock over there. Man, so this fool gets on the panel, And he opened, see, you got to let niggas talk. Because a dumb nigga, because a nigga means ignorant, the dumb nigga starts talking, and he's like, yeah, well, you know, I didn't even know what you guys was talking about. Something he said, and I'm saying to myself, if you didn't know what the fuck we was talking about, why are you just coming in instead of just listening for a minute so you can get the context of what we're saying? You just came in there, I don't like what he's saying, so I'm going to get in the chat and start being belligerent and talking shit. Then you get on the panel and you're talking shit. So you know me, I start playing the buck dancing music, and I did it on purpose because this was a white guy, but I played the buck dancing music, and I played it loud. Yo, whoever's playing that is a fucking faggot. Not hardly, but whatever. So I start clowning him. Then he goes to Stormy. Oh yeah, Stormy, you know me. Stormy's like, no, I don't know you. Just because I shared a panel with you at one point years ago, I don't fucking know you though. Who are you? Then he mentioned some other channel. Stormy was like, okay, but I don't know you, dude. He's like, yeah, but you know, you and your homeboy. Pause. Now, Tate Jones was on the panel too, but he was dead silent. He didn't say a word. Divine Sense, me, Stormy, and I believe someone else was there. I'm sorry if I forget you. But when referring to me and the brother doesn't do content. His name is King something. But he was quiet. But me and Stormy, you know, we show our face because we're not cowards. And not to say that anyone like not to say King was a coward or nothing like that. But I'm saying me and Stormy are content creators. We don't hide behind our avatar. So he says, yeah, you and your homeboy. Wait a minute. Not my buddy, not my friend, my homeboy. Me and Stormy caught that shit immediately. My homeboy. Just let him talk, y'all. Let him talk. Yo, player! Y'all go look at that video I put up because he said something very, very... I know where Paulie's anger comes from because he fucked up and said it. Paulie's not Italian. He's Sicilian. Look up why Italians really don't fuck with Sicilians. There's a reason. And he said it in that conversation. Well, let me go ahead and spill the beans. He said, what about what your people did to my people? What? What are you talking about, Paulie? When they came to Sicily. Talking about the Moors when they came to Sicily. What movie it was? When they said, oh, the Africans came to Sicily and they did so much fucking. That term, tall, dark, and handsome. I grew up with a Sicilian and I thought he was like Spanish or something. And when we was younger, I said, wait a minute. That's not like a Puerto Rican or Cuban flag. What? He's like, I'm Sicilian. My parents from Sicily. They have my complexion. Father had nappy hair and all that. I said, oh shit. Didn't know that. Yep. Just like most people don't know that there's black Mexicans, there's black Filipinos. There's black Sicilians. Paulie didn't get the right DNA. He didn't get our athleticism. That's why he tries so hard to be us. The cornrows, the slang, the swag. But he claims his whiteness when it's fucking convenient. And he will hate on Devin Haney. And his fucking mouth will get him fired from Showtime Boxing. That's a fact. And he'll get online and say Ahmaud Arbery got himself killed. Go watch that video, y'all. My channel wasn't even popping like that when I did that. Go watch that video, y'all. I promise you that's a real conversation. I was enraged typing on my phone like this. I was pissed because I couldn't believe it. then said, what about what your people did to my people? I didn't know the Moors came to Sicily and pillaged and raped and kidnapped people and brought them back to Africa. I didn't know they did that. They didn't do that. They came, tall, dark, and handsome, met some women on that land, procreated, and bounced. Short story. Let him tell you the story, though. Then ask yourself who you're going to believe. Are there any white people of Italian descent that were kidnapped from Sicily and brought over to the continent of Africa? Please point me in the direction. That's just a question. Is it possible? Probably. But I'm asking. Maybe I should hit up Legendary Top Cats, my brother. Maybe he knows about that. Maybe I can have him on here and explain that shit. But I'm going to go with a hard, I doubt it. I doubt that Paulie. I think Paulie's overreacting. He has a deep-rooted hatred for the guys he's sitting right there in the room with. By the way, he called himself the Magic Man, so did Antonio Tarver. Who had a better career, Antonio Tarver or Paulie Max? Who had a better career, Roy Jones Jr. or Paulie Max? And I don't know who that woman is screaming in the background, the hype girl. Whatever. You're on the payroll, chick. Whatever. Get your bread. But check the fruit on the tree is what I'm saying. Check the fruit on the tree. You can't just talk to anybody. You can't just talk to everybody. Pro or not. D Fresh, what up? I put a link in the description. Y'all need to go watch that video. The whole conversation is there. It's there. He believes Ahmaud Arbery got himself killed. After that, I can't remember, was that before or after Showtime? He got fired. Either it was after that later or before that. Because he was running around talking about race everywhere after that. And he stuck to his guns. Now, knowing that about him, is that a guy you want to talk to anything about, even boxing? Fuck him. I'll never get over that. He firmly believes Ahmaud Arbery got himself killed. He got himself killed. Even when the people that owned the property said, hey man, he didn't break any laws. So you close that door, he didn't break any laws. Because Paulie said, yo, player, look at the new evidence. And the owners of the property said, hold on, he didn't break no laws. And then he found something wrong. Well, no one jogs looking like that. Motherfucker, you live in New York. We live in New York. There's a guy that used to be on the Howard Stern show named Elegant Elliot Offen. A weirdo. When I was driving the bus in Manhattan, I was coming up 3rd Avenue, 72nd Street, and it was drizzling. Who do I see jogging in the street wearing a goddamn dress with boy shorts on? That guy. And I said, what the fuck? That's the dude from the Stern show. There was no cameras around. He was a cross-dresser, an admitted cross-dresser. And he would exercise. And he said, you follow his exercise plan, you'll live to 100 years old. And he lived by that. And he lived in Manhattan. And it was drizzling. He was out just jogging. But guess what? This is New York. That's not the weirdest shit you've seen. But people are people everywhere. I'm not going to just put that on New York. I'm saying I'm putting it on people. No, that cat was not jogging. He was running for his life because he was being pursued by 3 white supremacists who was tried and convicted. So you mean to tell me if Paulie was on that jury, he just said, no, he got himself killed. Hey, he wasn't supposed to be on the property. No, the owners of the property said, he wasn't breaking any laws. Oh, no. Well, who jogs like that? Who jogs dressed like that? Well, it doesn't matter. Well, he shouldn't have grabbed the gun. Go read the conversation, y'all. He said he got himself killed because he grabbed the gun. Read it. I'm not bullshitting. Read it. He got himself killed because he shouldn't have grabbed the gun. I said, oh my fucking God. He shouldn't have ran. What the fuck? You want to listen to him talk about boxing? Knowing that, you want to listen to anything he has to say? That's why I'm curious. Does Roy Jones Jr. and Antonio Tarver knows that that's his opinion? Do they know his opinion on that shit? Black people are a different species, but he got two Hall of Famers sitting on his goddamn couch in a podcast. Here's my right-handed guard said Ahmaud Arbery got himself killed. Go look at it. I screenshot the whole conversation as we had it. I'm not making it up. I couldn't believe it. I said, yo, he's really standing on it? I'm a fucking stranger. But he was so triggered that he fucking responded to me. And then he was following me for a little while. He since stopped. I'm like, oh shit. Is he serious? Dead ass. Like how we started saying that shit in New York. Dead ass. He was dead ass serious. I'm not bullshitting, y'all. Y'all get a chance? There it is. There you go. When y'all at y'all convenience, pull up another window and see for yourself. I go through it slide by slide. And I was like, I'm waiting for him to say, nah, I'm just bullshitting. I was waiting. Never came. He never said it. He stood on it. The Africans came to Sicily and did this to my people. What? Broke bread with y'all, showed y'all how to wash your ass and fucked a few of your women? You're mad at that? Don't matter. Boxing, please. Carter face still a salute. Boxing, please. Check the fruit on the tree. You run around listening to these people. That's a real conversation. That was a real, and I couldn't believe he was going that far. I said, man, what? And it wasn't DMs, y'all. It was for everybody to see. It was for everybody to see. You know you got little dick energy. AB stole your bitch. And you got it. You went back and forth with AB over that. Man, come on, dude. Come on, dude. But Devin gets on here and says, I ain't gonna ever let no white fighter beat me. And that's breaking news. That was breaking news. Man, boxing owes black people reparations. There was a Black Murderers Row. Y'all never lived that shit down. And guess what? What y'all doing today, y'all never lived down. Some of us are on code. Some of us.
He would have had a better chance to fight me then. Now I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm better. Now he fighting the right Shakur.
I'm in great shape. I'm in great shape right now.
That's
so
cool.
It's just perfect.
Okay.
I love it, man.
Yeah, me
I love
too.
the fact that we're making this fight for the fans.
Me too. Just make sure you're not cheating. Make sure there's no cheating going on, my boy.
Don't worry about me cheating.
Hey, man, I seen it, you know. I'm just saying, don't cheat
don't
me,
worry,
my boy. I don't like cheaters, man. Ever.
I never cheated in my life.
So let's just make sure it don't happen again. How about that?
I never cheated in my life.
I never cheated in my life.
I never cheated in my life. I never cheated in my life. I never cheated in my life. I've 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 never cheated in my life.
Leading up to the Shakur fight, there was people saying that Valdez was going to knock this kid out. I don't remember one round that Valdez won. And we haven't heard from him since. I don't even know what's next for him. But he got a statue in his hometown in Mexico. Yeah, he got that. The cheetah. Got a statue. It's great. Leading up to that fight. And then he got outclassed and dominated. There's a lot of silence from a certain demographic, I should say. Paulie's words, the demographics. You know, Eastern Europeans run shit now. That's what he said. Hey, guess what, y'all? He said that while Canelo Alvarez was still active. Ooh, that went right over everyone's head. How come no Latino fighters or no Latino that I've seen say, Paulie, wait! Canelo's the face of boxing. What the fuck are you talking about? Eastern Europeans. When Canelo's the face of boxing. Did y'all pick up on that? Did y'all miss that? It's been a while. It's been about 2 fucking years. Did y'all miss that? Anytime a black person says, yo, Deontay Wilder's the face of boxing, here come everybody. Eastern Europeans, racist Latinos, the Asians somewhere back there. Who the fuck? Everyone comes for us. Deontay's the face of boxing. No. In all kinds of languages. No. Paulie said Eastern Europeans run boxing. Did the Latinos come for him? Oh, yeah, because Paulie speaks Spanish, right? No. And of course, you know, when we say, yo, D's the face of boxing, what you talking about? There are some monkeys and apes. Well, I don't know, you know, Deontay, you know, I'm saying he lost his last fight, you know what I mean? But you know, I mean, he made some excuses, and you know, and then you got some of the Brits niggas over there that think that they don't have the same problems that we got over here. But, you know, I don't know about that, you know, because you know Deontay, you know, he's a powerful puncher, but I wouldn't call him the face of boxing. And you got some African self-hating motherfuckers. They exist too. Why you say Deontay is face of boxing? Why you say that to me? Yeah, come on! Mike, what up? Fuck all y'all.
Monkey!
Hello, monkeys.
Is that a monkey?
Yes! 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 Yes!
Man, go sit on the couch with Paulie. Fucking monkeys. Y'all will never get a seat in the house.
Oh, you should let me help you with that.
So considerate of you, Jimmy, but you know we don't allow niggas in the house, so it's quite all right. It really is wonderful to see you, son. You keep up the good work.
he said, I hope he want to rip Black Fight Fan TV all day long. He said, keep grinding, Devin. Greatness is coming. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll tell you this. I will never lose to a white boy in my life. I don't care what nobody got to say. Listen, can't no white boy beat me. I don't any.
Greatness is coming. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll tell you this. I will never lose to a white boy in my life. I don't care what nobody got to say. Listen, can't no white boy beat me on any day of the week.
This just in. Salute to my brother Xavier. He just sent me this. Unified Bantamweight champion Naoya Inouye's home burglarized during Nonito Donaire fight. They do shit like that in Japan? Is that Japanese on Japanese crime? This is big news. Content creators, get on this. The Little Monsters. No, I ain't gonna violate him. I ain't gonna call him Little Monster. They go, Monster Inoue, according to this article, his home was burglarized while he was fighting Donaire. Ain't no niggas in Japan did that. I'm about to say something so fucked up, but these jokes, right? Yo, he's in Japan, right? So fucking some ninjas, right? What up, my ninja? So some ninjas came in there with masks on, and you didn't hear shit. You know what I mean? You see the movies, they be on the walls and shit in the shadows. You know what I'm saying? Sho Kazuki standing outside with his arms folded and shit, and they robbed him blind. These just jokes. Come on now, just play the monkey video. These just jokes. That's fucked up. Is that Japanese on Japanese crime? What's the crime rate in Japan? They have police. You have police for a reason. Stormy in the condo said the Yakuza. I don't know. They fucking gangster. I'm saying. That's fucked up. He out here getting it, and somebody ran up in his shit and stole. Man, come on, dogs. That's fucked up. And that other story, I'm gonna make another video about it. The one you sent me, Xavier, because I saw the video on that, and that shit was scary. That was scary. Oh, I know, Cali. Yakuza big in Japan. You don't fuck with them. So I don't know who ran up in his shit. H-Town, what up? I don't know who ran up in his shit, man, but that's crazy. That's unfortunate, too. King Corleone, what up? That's crazy. Oh, Santi, you sent it to him? Good. He need to see it. He don't want no smoke with Champ Side. Y'all know, only me, my nigga Fern, and Stormy know who Sonny Chiba is, man. Stop playing. Yo, Nonito was in the ring fighting him. Sonny Chiba was at Anui's front door. Was like, knocked the fucking door down. They ran up in the shit, stole everything. Oh man, it was Sonny Chiba again. Oh man, yeah, it was his homeboys. It was his homeboys. Man, I wish I'd have heard that motherfucker on Divine Sense. That motherfucker came, and I'm gonna call him a cracker because that's what he was. Yeah, man, you know, you and your homeboy. Stormy stopped him. Like, what? Homeboy? He didn't say his friend. He didn't say your buddy or your partner down there. Stormy, yeah, you know me. Yeah, you know, but you know, you and your homeboy down there, the guy in the middle, homeboy. I don't walk up to my Italian friends and be like, hey, paisan. That's not for me to say. The fuck? Yo, listen, y'all. When I was in the academy, there was this, I don't even remember this cat's name, man, but God bless him. He was uncomfortable to be around because it was like, I'm not going to say he tried hard to fit in, but he went overboard trying to prove to us that he wasn't racist, as if we thought all white people were racist. And it wasn't even like that. He would be talking with his friends of the same race, and then he'd see the black recruits. We just be standing around talking about, oh my God, we got this next test coming up and I ain't got no sleep. Oh my God, we got car stop workshop. Oh my God, oh my God. And then he turn around, see us, and then he like do a 180, bop towards us, damn near dancing towards us. And we tapping each other like, look at him. Yo, what's up, yo? And just start, it was cringeworthy. It was cringeworthy. But, you know, we never addressed it, but it was like, God damn. We talking about passing this next test. And he's talking to us about rap music. Man, we don't want to hear that shit. I went through a long point in my life where I didn't even listen to hip-hop music because it made me sick. I said, what the fuck? I don't care about the latest MOP album. I don't give a fuck. We got a test coming up in 3 days, and I've had about 4 hours of sleep. Why are you talking to me about MOP? And you from fucking Suffolk County. What the fuck? Stop, man. For fuck's sake. It was cringeworthy. Damn. Oh, man. Okay. He know. He said some Return of the Street Fighter broke in. Y'all don't know. Anui's getting it in the ring. Chiba shows up to his front door and says, yo, how can we get through the door? Stand back. Knocks the door down. They run up in this shit, take everything. Come on now, these just jokes. I rock. What up, bro? It's all good. Oh, Bert, what up? 704 Joe, what up? Yo, so many jokes. That's not funny though, but ain't that Japanese on Japanese crime? Why did I not see this story? Let me see if it's on Boxing Scene. Let me see that shit. Let me see. That's foul. No. 2 hours ago, they talking about he wants to go for a 4th belt. No. No. And no. All right, I'm gonna check the source to make sure it's real, you know, but I know it's funny as hell to joke about. I mean, these just jokes, right? I mean, I could play a monkey video and hold my people, these people, I can hold my people accountable. But you know, I start talking about somebody else. Oh, you Drew's racist. No. I had a person say that to me in my face before. Yo, what the fuck? Yo. You hate white people? I said, no, I hate people, period. What the fuck? I hate everybody equally. If I hate you, I hate everybody. I don't care. You call me the flag smasher. Don't care where you're from. If you get on my nerves, I can't stand you. The fuck? But I guess you can call me a bit of a racist, though. You can say that. Because when I see black people acting like a bunch of niggas, oh boy, that grinds my gears. I look and I'm like, yo, why are you acting like that? Who do you see in the video? You see the Charlos? You see Tank smacking the phone out of a fan's hand? Do I hate black people or do I hold them accountable? Seems that no one holds their man. Can Canelo do any wrong? With these man fans running around here? Can he do any wrong? Boxing, please. Media hopefuls versus actual performance. Did Canelo actually perform?
First thing that comes to Canelo's mind when I say Triple G.
Great fighter.
Ooh, okay. Who upsets you more right now, Demetrius Andrade or Caleb Plant?
Caleb Plant.
Okay. Which fight is more realistic that you could see yourself fighting next, David Benavidez or Jermall Charlo?
Charlo.
Pound for pound, the best fighter walking right now on the planet. Is it Terrence Bud Crawford? Is it Tyson Fury? Is it Alexander Usyk? Or is it Canelo Alvarez?
Canelo Alvarez.
You mad? You mad? I know. Did he really perform? Or did he take drugs? Did he really perform or did he take drugs? We don't know how many fights he was juiced to the gills in. We don't know. Deontay Wilder has been undersized. All right, that new Bridgerweight shit that they invented, they tried to stick him in it. He's knocking over people that are on average 40 pounds heavier than him. They're lying about him. They got to cheat to get him. He was shown no respect by American media at all. None. Stop me when I'm lying, y'all. But they took American media, basically cuffs Canelo's balls and inserts them in their throat, past the teeth and tongue, right into their esophagus. They be walking around with balls on their neck, looking like Peter Griffin for real. They say nothing. Clenbuterol, right? Valdez popped dirty. He was allowed to fight. Gets a statue. Nobody says shit. Deontay says, yo, there was some shit wrong with this guy's glove. Excuses, right? You shouldn't have fired Mark Breland. Why? You want him around so you can get cheated again? Fuck Mark Breland. What's he doing now, by the way? Huh? Come on, man. Come on, man. Dude, don't. Y'all see, y'all making me do it. Y'all making me do it. On God, y'all making me do it. I'm going to prove my fucking point. Because y'all making me do it, man. I'm saying, y'all looking for the smoke. Y'all looking for the smoke. Right? Media hopefuls versus actual performance. What's good for business? Y'all want smoke? Let's get to the smoke.
Fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans, let's just say, and that's why they don't sell. And that's why they don't sell.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And that's why they don't sell.
Oh, there you go. You see his legs, he's done this fight.
Nobody has a chance to knock him out with a minute still to go in the 8th round.
Body shot. He's hurt from the body shot. Bad. Body shots.
Body shots and a left hook.
Yeah, he's
Brother
hurt
in
from the body
big
shot.
trouble. Seconds to go in the round. Crowd rocking and rolling. Ward, like the smart finisher that he is, trying to go to the body until he thinks he's going to stop the fight.
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
Needs to get back in the center as King Kong trudges forward. A right hand, down goes Ortiz. Oh my goodness. This one is over.
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
The tempo and pace.
Some good work. He will get nailed here with the right hand. Yep. And he was throwing his own left hand.
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
Left hand shown by Wilder. There's a right hand, drives Lakovic into the ropes. Down he goes. And it's over. Just like that.
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
À gauche. Bellew qui titube un peu, là. Oh, l'attaque de Stevenson. Le jab, là. C'était bon.
Oh.
Oh!
C'est terminé.
Anthony Stevenson l'emporte.
Bon moment.
Bon, on va revoir.
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
There's a left hook right there. Sharp left hook with the right hand. 1-2, and now Haney's got that fire in his eyes. A one-hitter quitter. Devin Haney, a walk-off home run. The dream continues for the 20-year-old sensation.
And it was the body shot that did it. The body shot caught his attention, came upstairs with a haymaker that landed dead on the chin.
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
Hatton sticking to his task but gets drilled.
Left hook drops him, and then he hit his head off the turnbuckle, and he's very, very wobbly. A left hook came like a bolt out of the blue. The 7 and 8. His eyes are clear, but his legs aren't there. Watch this guy try to finish him off now. He's not there. He's in a heap of trouble, and there's a lot of time. Ricky can only do what he's doing, and that's to hang on. His legs are still not there. Floyd knows it. This is the beginning of the end.
He won't let him off.
Daddy, it's all over. The fight is over.
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
Samuel Garcia, he told me that he saw Mayweather fight. He says the only other guy or challenges is Gennady Golovkin. I mean, what do you have to say about that, and do you agree?
Well, you know, Robert is not a biased guy because he doesn't have nothing to do with Gennady. So if a great trainer like Robert thinks that we have a chance, and I think it's a fight that needs to be made. I think it's a fight that the public demands and the public deserves. Maybe it'll be a better fight than the 2nd of May.
Last question on Mayweather. Just say Gennady and him do get in there. How does that fight play out, Abel? You as a coach, you know your fighter, you know Floyd. How does that fight play out if they actually do fight at 154?
It doesn't go into the second part of the fight. It doesn't go in the second half. Mayweather just will finally meet a guy, not so much with power, but a guy that will equal his skill. And it's the kind of fight that that Gennady needs to show his skills. He hasn't had a chance really. He walked Martin Murray down and really didn't use any of his techniques and technical stuff. With Martin Murray, it was just there's a punching bag that was there, and Gennady was able to touch him with anything. But I think that if we fight Floyd will force Gennady to use his skills early in the fight, and I think it'll end somewhere in the 7th and 8th round. Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans, let's just say, and that's why they don't sell.
I feel like it's beating me because I dominated the fight game for so long. But these same writers out here, they praise Canelo. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Motherfucker easy, man. Cakewalk, easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy, dude. This dude was nothing. Was nothing. Was nothing. Was nothing.
Media hopefuls versus actual performance. Leading up to that fight, that was a 50-50 fight. After the fight, Canelo was too green. Deontay Wilder makes excuses when he feels he got cheated. And we saw him get cheated. It's not a feeling, we saw it.
You said that you believe you won the fight now. During the fight, was there any point in which you thought you might be behind on the scorecards? No. You said that you believe you won the fight now. During the fight, was there any point in which you thought you might be behind on the scorecards? No. No. No.
No.
I got another one, y'all.
Last one on Twitter asks, Canelo, you've said before you're uncomfortable fighting other Mexican fighters. However, would you ever fight a Mexican-American fighter like David Benavidez?
Like I say, I represent Mexico, so that's why I don't like to fight with Mexican fighters anymore. But you know, when you need to fight with somebody, so why not? Like I say, I represent Mexico, so that's why I don't like to fight with Mexican fighters anymore. fight anybody, but they need to fight each other too, because they just waiting for me because they want a good payday. So I know that, but they need to fight each other. Why? And I fight the winner of all of them. Everybody wants to fight me, so but they have many options too.
Yeah.
Fight each other. Why they don't fight each other? I just want to make history. The money is there, no matter what. I don't care about money. I care about my legacy.
The fuck is that?
I need it. This year I'm busy. Why they don't fight each other?
Salute, Focus Ball. And what's sad is that picture at the end, all these screaming ass racists, all ethnic racists, even the niggas. That last picture I showed, there's only one person they probably be able to name in that picture. Everybody else don't even know who the fuck they are. And by the way, that racist piece of shit that was on Divine's show was in the chat talking about, I made a Black Murderers Row video. Where's yours? Well, obviously, motherfucker, don't act like you don't know who I am. That's why you came in the chat talking shit. Listen, to get your shit monetized, you don't come in here beefing with people. That don't help you. That fucking harms you in the long run. You might get a spike with a bunch of people that's been stalking me, but if that's who you want running around your chat, be my guest. A lot of these chats be weird as fuck. I've seen them. Like, yo, what the fuck? What's going on this page? What is he screaming about? Wait a minute. Blocked him, blocked him, blocked him, blocked him. That guy got caught with his dick in his hand. Blocked him, blocked him, blocked him, blocked. What the fuck's happening? Out of here. Out of here. Don't comment. Don't make no response videos. Just leave. Out of here. It's like you ain't been in town for a while. You go to hang out. And you go to one of your favorite lounges, you ain't been there in 5 years, you're like, let me go see what's popping at this lounge. You walk in, and you're a heterosexual man, you just walk into a gay bar. You're like, when the fuck did the management change? Do you start beefing and flipping over tables? Yo, what the fuck y'all doing? What the fuck? I used to hang out here. No. You look around and say, okay, you back out, you leave, and never come back if that's not your crowd. Now, if you're into that shit, stay. That's how you treat this YouTube shit. You look around and say, oh, not me, and leave. Don't even go to Yelp. For what? Oh, you didn't know? The hood changed. You've been gone 5 years. Fuck out of here. Media hopefuls versus actual performance. Somehow, Canelo became good for business. So much to the fact that they invented belts for him. They invented belts for him rather than to see him fight Jamal Charlo because they knew what was going to happen. They knew it was going to happen. He outsmarted himself. Goes up to all right. He cleaned out 178. Fine. 168. Fine. Goes up to 175. Gets beat up, and people are making excuses for him, saying Bivol was too big. But you knocked out Kovalev and took his belt like the year prior. Right? That happened. And more, I think David Benavidez will beat the fucking shit out you. You know why? I saw a picture of Benavidez standing next to Bivol. I think they did some sparring. Benavidez was super bigger than him. Hey, look, man. The Black Murderers Row had one Latino in it. And I ain't going to tell y'all who it was because all the racist motherfuckers that can't get in here are foaming at the mouth. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't do enough research. So with today's Black Murderers Row, I'll throw David on there. Canelo's the face of boxing, a lot of them believe, right? He holds all the trump cards. Why aren't you fighting your guy? I don't want to fight Mexican fighters. Bullshit. You don't want to get your fellow brethren paid. This is sort of like a fraternity, right? You don't want to see him make money? Is that what this shit is? What is that? I understand why you ducked Charlo. Both of them. I understand why you ain't want to fight Andre. I get it. You're scared. You're moving strategic. And you mystify the whole process by saying, hey, man, these guys just want to fight me for money. Well, you're prize fighters. Y'all don't fight for fucking free. Right? Floyd was nice enough to put you on all of his undercards, build you up, and basically pass you the baton. And this is what you do? Okay. But don't act like we don't see you, motherfucker. Canelo, you's a bitch. And I put you on a pedestal once upon a time. Then you start popping dirty on drugs. They start inventing titles for you. You start ducking shit. And what the best shit is, nobody called on old media. Nobody said anything. You popped dirty on clenbuterol. You had to cheat. Let me find out you had to cheat to beat Gennady Golovkin. Let me find out. Then you stall him out. Now you want to fight him when he's 40 years old after you said you didn't want to fight him again? You lose to Bivol. And by the way, you lost that fight, and there's no rush for people to say you'll run it back. Everyone say, no, he's too big. Go back down and wait. No. You already fought at 175, and you scored a knockout. What are you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. Kovalev didn't count. You said you didn't want to fight Kovalev. You said you got the idea to fight Kovalev after Andre Ward beat him. Miss me with the bullshit. You said that, motherfucker. You think Paulie Maggs is going to say anything that I just said? You think Dan Rafael is going to say anything that I just said? You think Steve Kung Fu Kim is going to say anything that I just said? Oh, I'm sorry. He's of Korean descent. He's not, Kung Fu is Chinese. So let's call him Taekwon Kim. That's Korean. Taekwon Kim. Right? By the way, Taekwon Kim and Paulie Malignaggi could sit on, I think it was his podcast, and talk about black issues without a black person in the room. I put a link in my chat. The video I did about this guy and screenshots of the conversation. Okay? According to him, Ahmaud Arbery got himself killed. He shouldn't have ran. He shouldn't have got on a property that wasn't his. He wasn't dressed as a jogger. He's calling him a liar, and he shouldn't have grabbed the gun. It was all his fault. No person of color should be talking to that guy, referring to us as another species, not ethnicity, not even color. He said Devin ain't get the memo. It's the Eastern Europeans, which brings me to this. How many people in old media is talking about Cool Boy Steph? I'll wait. And while I wait, I'll just pull up his box rec. I will pull up his box rec. because he fought on the same night Devin fought. So it kind of got overshadowed, but not really. Now you pull up his box rec, 21 wins, 8 knockouts, no draws, no losses, right? He's enrolled in VADA. Let me explain something to y'all. All right. I'm gonna count the undefeated fighters he beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I might be missing one. Get dizzy looking at this shit. Well, look, I ain't gonna go through all of it. I ain't gonna go through all of it. WBC, WBO. The guy's now belt collecting. He's calm, he's quiet, he's laid back. And he's not being spoken enough. He's not being spoken about enough. But they want to shove Monster Inoue in our face. You pull up a pound for pound list, you'll still see Chocolatito there. And I was talking to Tay Jones last night. I'm like, you know what? If I know the industry, what these fools are going to try and do, they're going to try and tell Scooter he got to go to Japan to fight this dude. And I'm going to say no. That'll be another fight I'm protesting. Not in Japan. Fuck that. Fuck that. What are we going to do to him over here? As opposed to what they might do over there. The first Donaire fight, they did, Nonito and Rachel told us they did some fuck shit with his gloves. They mailed them and they didn't get there on time or some shit. So he had to wear the other gloves. He had to wear Inoue's spare gloves. Y'all heard it. So Inoue wants to become this world-renowned star. You see, this is what I'm saying, y'all. A lot of these fighters don't need my help. And I'm glad you said that, Sean. I'm glad you said that. They don't need my help. They don't. Lomachenko don't need my help. Queen, what up? Lomachenko don't need my help, y'all. ESPN got him. These motherfuckers put up the Men in Black flash stick in front of our face and swore to God they got everybody. We was having a conversation and we saw a flash. What was that? I don't know, but Lomachenko's undefeated. And some niggas ran with that shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Unified, undefeated. Unified, undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What the hell is even that?
Boom. That's what that is. Agent J came up in your shit. You opened the door, poof, and you stood there. Vasily Lomachenko's undefeated. Okay. Well, they didn't get me. I blinked. I blinked. Man, niggas is gay as fuck. Yo, dude. We got stalkers on a level that y'all won't even ever understand. We don't be making this shit up. I mean, dudes really think that they losing money. We making them lose money. The fuck? Ain't that true? Loma did duck Mikey Garcia, didn't he? Forgot about that. Joseph Townsend, salute. Didn't Mikey press Loma? Once upon a time, that fight didn't happen either. So these fighters don't need my help. KK Kovalev. America's the only fucking place I know where a black person that's born and raised here could do something wrong and will get 20 years, and some white person will do the same crime with priors and get probation. America's the only place I know where a fucking 17-year-old kid can walk around with an AR-15 and bust shots. And walk through a neighborhood and it's normal. But a black person with a legal carry can be seen walking into a Walmart and some Samaritan, some fucking Joe Blow citizen will see the concealed carry, but look at it and see the bulge and try and attack him. He's got a gun. True story that happened. Turned out the black person's like, yo, this is a legal carry. Get the fuck off me. In a legal carry state. Unbelievable. I'm going to tell y'all something. Let me move this shit. I'm going to tell y'all something. Are they black people doing mass shootings? There've been a couple. But when there's a mass shooting anywhere in America, what's the first thing we say? This shit going right over a lot of y'all heads, ain't it? What's the first thing you say when you hear of a mass shooting? Salute, Fern. Yo, mass shooting at college. Betty White. Who's the shooter? Betty White. Kids getting their heads popped off. Active shooter. Betty White. Isn't it strange when you find out it is a person of color? Active shooter downtown. Betty White. There you go. And salute to Betty White. She was funny as hell. Come on now. Oh, I know, y'all. I know.
You are being racist for calling me a racist. Good, and I take it, but don't call me racist.
Franchise. Franchise. Don't play with me. That's right, Eric H. Active shooter, mentally ill. White shooter's mentally ill. The Mexican or the nigga is just crazy. Why is Flint, Michigan's water still fucked up? Huh? All of these millionaires running around here. Athletes, you mean to tell me that the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, MLB, anyone, they can't take a couple of grand and put it together and say, look, we're going to put this in a pot and we're going to just fix the water. Let's just fix the pipes. They don't want those pipes fixed, man. What are you talking about? Drugs, the CIA admitted that they pump drugs in black neighborhoods. What the fuck y'all talking about? Paulie then got up here and said there's no systematic racism. Hey, Roy, Antonio, do you know who you sharing a podcast with? I'm curious. I'm curious. You know what? Let's put that to the test. I'm going to put in a Google search. Pound for pound boxing list. Okay. Oh. This is from The Sun. I don't know what year this was. Oh, my God. All right, I'm just going to read this, y'all. Canelo Alvarez, Vasily Lomachenko, Inoue, Bud Crawford. They got Bud Crawford below Inoue. Motherfucker. I don't know. This was from The Sun. Ring Magazine's top 10 pound-for-pound boxers ranked with no Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua. But another heavyweight makes the list. So they got Alvarez, Loma, Inoue, Bud, Usyk. They got Usyk. If you're going to put a heavyweight on there, you got Usyk below Inoue. At least we could say Usyk was undisputed at cruiserweight. What the fuck am I reading? Then they got Errol Spence, Triple G, right? Chocolatito, Artur Beterbiev, and Manny Pacquiao. No Charlos on this list. Bruh. I didn't even check the year. But in no universe, in no Doctor Strange multiverse of madness, does that list make any sense? I don't care what dimension you're from. That list is crazy. I read another one. ESPN, this was fun. Canelo, Bud, Inoue, here we go. Fury, okay, they got two heavyweights on this list. Fury, Usyk, Errol Spence, Teofimo Lopez, ahead of Josh Taylor, Vasily Lomachenko, and Chocolatito. Again, no Charlo on the list. No Cool Boy Steph on the list. Let's go to another one. Again, I don't... Canelo, Inoue. What the fuck is this obsession with Inoue? Lomachenko spelled this fucking name wrong. They got a G in his name. What is going on? Usyk, Fury, Triple G. Chocolatito, Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao. But the website is called MMA Life. You guys have no credibility. Shut up. Oh, wait a minute, though. You know what's up here? You know what's up here, though? You ready? Wait, let me read one more list to you. Bud, Canelo, Fury, Inouye, Usyk, Taylor, Loma, Bivol, Tank, Chocolatito. How the fuck Chocolatito keep making these lists? But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Watch this, y'all. Bud, Spence, Shakur, Taylor, Cool Boy Steph, Jamel Charlo, Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Boots Ennis, Eudenis Ugas. Who's listed? I just read. Who's listed? I just read. Press 1. Who's listed? I just read. Press 1. You want to tell me that list ain't for real? Compared to the shit I just read, to the list I just read, the real list the last list that I just read, in comparison to the ones that I read prior. Now point out the discrepancies. Point out what I just read. Press 1. Salute to my brother Champside. Point out the discrepancies. Are you removing Boots Ennis for Chocolatito, who got slept badly? This was prior to Ugas losing to Errol. So I think if you update it, Devin Haney's undisputed now, so he moves up. I'll put Devin Haney at number and move Josh Taylor down to 7. I'll put Shakur at 4. No, wait. No. This is before Jamel went undisputed too. So I will put Bud, Jamel, Errol. No. Okay, if you're going to put Bud at number 1, fine. You know what, though? I'm not putting Bud at number 1. I'm not. You know why? He got 1 belt. Errol got more marbles than him. And I can appreciate that he was undisputed. I can appreciate that. But I'm just looking at champ size list, and I'm just moving things around a little bit because things have changed. Jamel's undisputed. Devin's undisputed, but he ain't got no losses. Yo, fuck around. Devin Haney's number 1 pound for pound. Fuck around. He's number 1. You can make a case. You can make that case. I never did a pound for pound list. I just might. Yeah, Santa, Josh Taylor, everyone says, he really lost. But he don't have which belt that he had to let go? He just recently had to let go of a belt. So he's really not undisputed. But the fact that he did it. And that's another thing. He's also undefeated, right? But he had a harder route at 140 than Bud did. I'm saying. He had a harder route. But Bud's a belt holder at 147, so I'll give him that. I'm going to do a pound for pound list. I never did it because it's all subjective. But the shit that I read prior to champ size shit, everything was crazy. And of course, y'all know the story. Champ size did his list, and the world went nuts. They did all kind of monkey videos. Remember that? The world went crazy, but you know what? He stood on it, and we was like, you know what? Nah, that list is damn near perfect. Who are you removing off that list to put in Chocolatito? Who are you removing off that list to put in Chocolatito? You removing Steph? You removing Josh Taylor? You removing Jaron Ennis? You removing Ugas? At least we could say Ugas lost to Errol Spence fairly recently after this. We could say that. Yo, listen. Chocolatito got slept badly by Sorung Vasai. That knockout was damn near career ending. Fuck they talking about all this. Got heavyweights on this goddamn pound for pound list down here. Look at this. Yo, this is disgusting. Why is AJ on, man? I ain't reading none more of this shit. This is stupid. This is crazy. And if y'all remember, my concern was, I said, look, man, Josh Taylor had a harder way to go at 140. He's undisputed. My concern was, I said, if this man goes to 147, they're going to roll out the red carpet for him. Why? Who's better for business? The white guy who could fight, no matter where he's from. The white guy who could fight, or Bud, whom was told that Bob Arum lost money on him. We didn't forget that. Bud is now suing him for racism, saying he stumped his career. 7 years, I didn't get the Manny Pacquiao fight. Jeff Horn got the fight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a fight but me, and we was on the same banner. What the fuck's going on here? Sheena, what up? See? But, you know, media hopefuls versus actual performance. Bud performed. Why didn't he get the Manny Pacquiao fight when he was there? I'll tell you why. Bob Arum said, I know how the fight ends. Manny's such a nice guy. How do you shoot yourself in the foot? That fight makes money. You took money out of Bud's mouth. You stopped the fight. You killed the fight. You said you killed the fight. Bob Arum said, I killed the fight. He said that. To turn around 2 years later to say, I lost money on this guy. I could have bought a house in Beverly Hills with the amount of money I lost on Bud Crawford. He said that. Bob, did you not say that?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You mad at me? You said it. Did you not say the amount of money you lost on Bud Crawford, you could have bought a house in Beverly Hills?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I don't understand, Bob. Now you're getting sued. I don't know if Bud's going to be successful, but the fact that he's dragging you through this shit, also with this Daniel Kinahan shit still floating around in the air, you thought we forgot? This is the perfect storm. Man, they were so fucked up at the Cambozo loss. Him and Lou DiBella was sitting there, and they started talking about baseball. Here's my right-handed guard. I'm going to click the video and play it for y'all. They were just sitting there. It was silent. He said, did you see the Yankees? I was like, oh, shit. How much money did y'all lose with Camboso?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Breaking news, nigga. Breaking news. Now, BFTB dropped this yesterday. I'm assuming everybody in here listens to my brother BFTB. He said he was going to hold on to this information, but he had permission to release it, which is why he said it yesterday. So according to my brother BFTB, word on the street is, this is what he heard. Word on the street is, there's no money in the Cambozo rematch with Devin Haney. They didn't see any fucking thing that warrants a rematch, which means they saw what we saw, which means Jeff Mayweather, my brother, I want to know who the fuck that dude you was talking to, calling you biased and saying that what they saw was Devin Haney losing the fight. You need to sever ties with him. I don't know how you're going to do it, Jeff, because that's the Jeff Mayweather channel, the Mayweather boxing channel, whatever it was. And it's obvious he used your name to build his channel. And now he's sitting up there grilling you, talking about, oh, but ain't you kind of biased? No, flat out. Georgie Porgy lost, dude. I don't know what fucking fight you was watching. I know what fight I was watching. What fight was you watching, Bob?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Don't get mad at me. We all saw this. George couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. Y'all tried to take the man's father / head coach. Y'all took his cut man, which is why he had no goddamn end swell. You complained about holding, but the only holding that I saw was that shit, and you still couldn't hit him. The cleanest punches landed were outside Melbourne. And by the way, I call it Melbourne because I'm fucking American. Had some joke of a dude come in the comment section when I put up about the riots outside of Melbourne, Marvel Stadium. Those angry animals fighting outside the stadium. You know what I did say? Those couldn't have been Haney fans versus Cambozo fans. You know what those were? Those are like fans of other sports that just got connected there and they just started fighting. Or maybe there was just a bunch of motherfuckers fighting over beer and they just had too much drink in them. But media is not reporting on those riots because that was a riot. They're not reporting that over there, but over here, gun shooting at the Tank Davis fight. There was no shots fired. And we live in a country where when we hear something that sounds like a gunshot, you got to get covered just to make sure. Because in America, with all these freedoms, you never know who's going to start shooting into a crowd. So from what I heard by people that were there, they said, no, some car drove by with some popping exhaust. Boom, boom. I'm in New York. People got these low-riding Honda Civics and Acuras with those loud-ass mufflers. And it sounds like guns. Boom, boom. And people said, oh, shit, and step back inside. And when one person starts jogging or running or step back, everyone says, oh, shit, I'm not taking no chances. That's all it was. No injuries, nothing. Oh, there was gunshots at the Tank fight. Bullshit. Didn't even make the news. But there was a riot after Cambozo lost. This is nada! You lost, motherfucker. Spartan. Didn't I tell you King Leonidas died at the end? Stupid. And word on the street is, and salute the BFTB, he said that the word that he got was that they don't see any money in the goddamn rematch. There was nothing in that fight that made me say, you know, George could do this different. He's not a big enough puncher. He doesn't have fight-changing power. Teofimo does. And we saw it against George. But George don't have that. He's a boxer. He can't outbox Devin. He don't have a clean enough punch to change a fight. He don't have fight-changing power. So a rematch in Melbourne or wherever the fuck, and that's what I call it because some fool came in and says, it's pronounced Melbourne. So I went to his channel and I said, okay, where's he from? He had all kinds of tennis videos. I said, okay, use a Australian joke. I pronounce it Melbourne. I seen some guys across these, they spell color, C-O-L-O-U-R. Fuck. But I guess it's right over there. It's Melbourne over here. I don't give a fuck. Born identity. B-O-U-R-N-E. Born identity, right? What the fuck? How about this? Burn down stadium. How about that? Burn down stadium. Because the point of the video, through the whole point of the video, all you could critique was how I pronounced some fucking place that I don't care to visit in my life. Devin didn't care to go. Who the fuck says I want to go to Australia? And this ain't no shot to my brothers and sisters in Australia, but I'm saying I'm from New York. I never got out of bed and said I want to go there. I never did. So y'all know what I did. I responded to him and I said, meet Mutombo. Once I tell you meet Mutombo, you know what's about to happen. Burn down stadium. That's exactly what it is. Because they tried to burn it down. Hey, and it wasn't Devin's team of angry gold chain wearing niggas doing it. That wasn't Haney fans versus Cambozo fans. Those are just a bunch of drunks. Australian born. That happened. What didn't happen was a shooting at the tank fight. Okay? Media hopefuls versus actual performance. So I don't know what Antonio Tarver was talking about. He don't know what he's talking about. That's it. He doesn't know the history of it. They came in looking at Devin as the underdog, unseasoned, and listening to him talk and took Cambozo's side. But I bet you Paulie knows everything. But he got two black faces to sit on the couch and co-sign what he said. Because it's a bit of a fraternity. That's what I'm saying. You can't believe everybody you speak to. Do your own research. To come in on a panel and just insert yourself into a conversation that you don't know what's going on, like that Bozo did on Divine Sense channel, came in firing shots. I'm reading the chat like, why is he, what the fuck? He don't even know what I'm talking about. He don't know what point I'm making. And then came on the panel and it took him 2 seconds to reveal himself as a goddamn racist. Yeah, you and your homeboy. Me and Stormy, the only black faces that he see. Well, he saw Tate. Tate just sat back, was hanging in the back. Yeah, you and your homeboy, Storm. My homeboy? Fuck you. It took him all of 10 seconds to reveal himself. You see why I'm selective about who I let on here? You see? You see? Now, when he did that, that went over everyone's head until Stormy said it. I caught it. Of course, I caught it. But the fact that we got to point shit out like that. Yo, player! You think Paulie says that shit when he's around his paisans in English? You think he says that shit? You think I'm going to go around my Italian friends? Yeah, hey, paisan. That's not fucking me. That's not for me to say. Fuck. Rat-faced bastard. And those two well-accomplished black men who had stellar careers on their way to the Hall of Fame sat on that couch in ignorance. They didn't know. I'm going to say that they didn't know. I'm going to give those two black men the benefit of the doubt. How's that? I bet you if I reach out to Roy and be like, Roy, can you call me, please? I got to talk to you, man. Something bothered me. But see, I don't want to go that deep. I don't want to insert myself into that shit. I'll just use my little rinky-dink platform and tell y'all what's going on. I could have texted Roy and said, yo, Roy, bro, do you hit up Tony? Yo, bro, I could have sent them the video because I'm willing to bet they don't know. I'm going to go as far as to say that they don't know. But who am I to step on that money? Because they're making money off of that platform. I promise you they are. Roy Jones Jr., Antonio Tarver, and Paulie Maggs. And some chick screaming in the back. I'm sure they're seeing some bread. I'm not going to get in the way of their money. I'm using my platform for what it's for. I'm telling y'all the real. I dropped the link. When y'all get time, I drop that fucker again. When y'all get time, y'all make sure y'all look at this. I go through our whole Instagram conversation. Okay? The man said Ahmaud Arbery got himself killed. And he didn't apologize for it. Okay? Thank Father, I'm not going to call that man. I'm not. I'm letting y'all know. I'm not going to call that man. I'm not. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. But I'll tell you what. Paulie knows who I am. I'll tell you what. He knows who Champside is. And Champside cooked his ass last night. I listened to the whole shit. Champside cooked him. What he needs to do, if he wants to prove his point, go on and send an invite to Champside. I don't know what state they're holding that shit in, but go ahead. Ask Champside to come sit down with you. Like you go sit down everywhere else and talk your shit. Walk up on Champside at an event and y'all pull up the camera and y'all can have a conversation. You heard what I said, right? Have a conversation and see where it goes. Champside will body him with pure facts. Then they're talking about, oh, you know, what does he mean? As if George ain't real. Right? When did George become real? Because he beat Teofimo? Teofimo wasn't real himself. No, seriously. Teofimo lost the fight. George ain't winning because his throat exploded, right? No one called him making excuses. They didn't say he was making excuses. They didn't say that. They said his throat exploded and he was having a divorce and he was at a hookah lounge. His throat exploded, but he was at a hookah lounge smoking. So did his throat explode because of the hookah? Or I'm confused. But anyway, Tio lost the fight. George ain't winning. Well, guess what? They're both coming off of losses right now. So since Bob Arum says, oh, by the way, back to the news. According to what BFTB heard, there's no money in a rematch. So they're looking to pay Cambozo step-aside money so that Devin could fight Lomachenko. And I am 70% sure that Lomachenko would rather step on a landmine and hold 2 grenades in his hands with the pins out rather than fight Devin Haney. Because if he wanted to fight Devin Haney, he could have did it already 2 years ago. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Bob, you lost Floyd, and you've been kicking yourself in the ass ever since. You thought you trapped Devin Haney by signing him to some 3-fight deal. He beat the shit out of George Cambozo, and you knew that was going to happen. So now you're trying to dig up Lomachenko. Didn't Bob Arum say that there was at least 10 guys at 135 that was better than Devin Haney? Didn't he just say that? But never mind. Never mind. He said it, y'all. So now you got Devin for what? Two more fights? You're going to try and get Lomachenko away from the war? I don't think he'll come back. You ask him right now. You feel on the phone right now. I'm willing to bet that he'll say, no, I'm fighting for my country. Yeah, okay. If he ain't coming back for Cambozo, why would he come back for Devin Haney? Undisputed's on the line now. You're going to come back for that? Just for you to come back and get your ass whooped and people to say, hey, man, you know, he was at war. He was at war. I don't care. I'm not making no one gets an excuse anymore. Pinky toes broken, hangnails, war. I'm not giving anyone no excuses anymore because we're not doing excuses, right? The fight was too big. Canelo shouldn't have went to 75. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit anymore. Once y'all did that shit to Deontay, I don't want to hear anything. No, I don't want to hear shit. I'm so appalled. It's fucking ridiculous. Adrian Broner gets attacked for his behavior. KK Kovalev gets to kick bitches and ill out on airplanes, and nobody said deport his ass one time. And he's Russian. Not one time. No one said anything. The Klitschko boys ran HBO. Jab, jab, hold. Jab, straight, hold. And eventually they wore you down and knocked you out. The heavyweight division wasn't equipped to deal with that style when they were dominant. I don't hear anybody calling that the worst era in boxing. But Floyd Mayweather was the worst era in boxing. Right. Cool Boy Steph beat like what? 8 or 9 undefeated fighters. He's unified. But somehow knew he's getting all this shine and he's high on the pound for pound list. And he's getting all the credit in the world for beating. And salute to Rachel and Nonito. But Nonito in boxing years is long in the tooth. He's old. And Inouye just moved up on some pound for pound list because of that win. But Deontay Wilder gets in there with King Kong Ortiz twice when everyone was ducking him. He beat an old man. Shakur dominates Oscar Valdez after he popped dirty. Dominates him, completely shut him out. Nobody says anything. They got quiet because there was nothing to say. Shakur made it easy and knocked his ass down with a check left hook. You think I forgot about how they treated Andre Ward, y'all? You think I forgot? Yo, man, Andre Ward won the Super 6. That was so long ago. Yeah, but he won it. That was a long time ago. He's always injured. You know it was even longer ago? Before the Super 6? You know it was even longer ago? Vasily Lomachenko's amateur career. If Ward won the Super 6 100 years ago, Lomachenko's amateur career was 400 years ago. Back when there were slave ships. But what did they do to promote Loma over here? Oh, 400 amateur wins. And oh my God, he's a matrix. It's the speed, the angles. Oh, we've never seen anything like that since Sweet Pea Whitaker, since Muhammad Ali. That's what they told us. Second pro fight, what happened? I don't recall Evander Holyfield. I don't recall Sweet Pea. I don't recall Floyd Mayweather losing their second pro fight. I don't recall. I don't recall. That happened. I'm sorry, Men in Black Flash. Poof. Unified, undefeated. Yeah. What? There's no racism in boxing, though, right? We got to work extra hard. Y'all remember what they did to Andre Ward? Triple G says, guys, guys, I'm going to come up to 168, fight Chavez Jr. He says, no, you're not. You the man down there. You're undefeated. If you come up to 168, you got to fight the guy, me. And what did the audience say? Stop bullying the little guy. He said, okay, I'm going to stop bullying Little G. He started calling him Little G. Little G. I'm going to stop bullying Little G. I'm not going to bully him. I'm going to leave him alone. Then he tried to bring his ass to 168 again. He said, yo, motherfucker, didn't I tell you? I run this. And he never came. Oh, man, why is he bullying Lil G? Why don't you go up and fight the Crusher Kovalev? Remember that? He won't do it. He's going to say he's injured. Andre Ward is not a drinker that I know of. So he said, the Son of God said, hold my holy water. He went up. He beat on Sullivan Barrera, which was a solid fight. Knocked him down in that fight, too. And see, what people don't remember is Andre Ward, and I know Andre Ward has played himself moving forward with certain things, but we talking boxing, right? Andre Ward's mean. That guy's mean. You will never hear me question his boxing skill set. That man's mean. When Sullivan was fighting him and he was head up with him, there was a portion of that fight where Sullivan clipped him and bust his lip. Ward smiled and licked it and was walking forward with this demonic look on his face. I said, oh, shit. Sullivan Barrera couldn't wait to get out that fight. And he wouldn't do that shit ever again. I said, that motherfucker mean as fuck. Yeah. Went up and fought Kovalev. Got dropped in the first round. Came back, won the fight. Everyone went crazy. Oh, he got robbed. He said, no problem. I'll do it again. Knocked him out. Stopped him. Still heard excuses. Son of balls. Son of the low blow. American media got the back of this fucking Russian thug who kicks Becky and kicks her dog, beat up Becky, right? And gave her all kinds of pins and needles because she has nerve damage. Did y'all remember when she was in the barbershop telling Fred, I have nerve damage in my neck and it feels like I'm itching? There was no Me Too. There was no feminist movement to get him out the country. None of that. You know how he's awarded? Canelo swoops in and gives him a fucking $12 million payday. But you don't want to fight Benavidez? You don't want to fight Jamal Charlo? You don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade? Checkmate. Don't play with me. This isn't hidden information. It was happening in real time. But the Canelo Man fans, they co-sign all that shit. He was like, how the fuck is Kovalev getting a fucking, how's he getting a payday? You see why I don't like why this motherfucker starts dangling? Payday. I know that. You said you wouldn't have fought Kovalev until you saw, you got confident you could beat Kovalev after Ward did it. You said that. Canelo Ho. You said that. Y'all didn't hear that? Y'all didn't read that? That's what happened. If Kovalev beat Ward, Canelo wouldn't have went anywhere near him. That's a fact. You see why I don't fuck with Canelo? You see? You see that? They want to pay that. I know that. Motherfucker, you trash, nigga. How about that? Now I'm going to discredit you. Floyd Mayweather was almost 40 years old. You didn't land a punch, motherfucker. You got there and struggled with Triple G. You had to cheat to beat Triple G. How about that? I can't believe I supported you. Crazy. You's a smut, dude. You about to fight Triple G a third time. Didn't you say you was done with that? Now you about to do it again? Y'all believe that bullshit. If y'all root for him by way of tribalism, that's all right. All his man fans, that's okay. You ain't gonna shame me for rooting for any black fighter. You can't do it. We've been here. It was called the Black Murderers Row. I've never heard of a Latino Murderers Row. I never heard of it. There was one Latino in the Black Murderers Row. And you motherfuckers are so uneducated, you don't even know. Dummy. Idiots. Putas. How the fuck is Vasily Lomachenko on his pedestal? With 2 fucking losses. And he's still being brought up. How the fuck is Ryan Garcia still a major player? What the fuck has he done? I might cook on him tomorrow. That ain't going to take too long. I'll cook on him again. Stupid. This is ridiculous. Abel Sanchez can get up there and say what he said. And nobody batted an eye. Black fighters don't sell. We fight in a style that's not pleasing to the audience. That is a lie since the beginning of time. That's a lie. Everything we do is exciting. In fact, when it's a sport that wasn't invented by black people, by the time we get there, we make it different. He sat up there and said it, and no one batted an eye but us. And then you have people co-signing that bullshit, and it's a lie. But Devin can get on 78's channel and say, ain't no white boy gonna beat me. He gotta apologize, and the Eastern Europeans are running boxing, and he didn't get the memo. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. That kid took short money, gave up all kinds of location, went to hostile territory, and we went from Teofimo saying you'll never be a champion to undisputed. There was nothing you motherfuckers could do. You backed yourself into a corner. Y'all erected every obstacle to get in his way. And he didn't climb the wall, he just bust through it. Where's the lie? Teofimo wasn't going to save you. He said, when I run the belt, y'all know what I was going to do with it. Do I need to play that for y'all? I think I'll do it. I think I'll play it for y'all again because y'all missed it. You got to keep these receipts. Top Rank got a whole motherfucking board in their office that says no black fighters. No black fighters. And somehow, there's no racism in boxing, though. Oh, man. Now, where's my good picture at? There you go.
Oh, no, it's a made fight.
Yo, Tio, we just get a Haiti Cambosa. Who do you think wins that fight, brother?
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, it's a made fight for Haney. Yeah.
In what way? What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, the whole shit was a scheme, bro. They had the zone. I was on the zone platform. They gave it to Cambosis because they knew what I was going to do with it. They knew what I was going to do. I was going to drop him. Then it's a longer process for Devin to become, quote-unquote, undisputed.
Does Antonio Tarver and Roy Jones know about that? We knew about that. We suspected it because we watched how he moved. I'll say it again. We suspected it because we watched how he moved. We say, well, we know what he's doing. He didn't say it until he lost those titles. He didn't say it. And now, like the fucking spoiled brat, just punching air, this is what he does. He tells on himself. Fucking jackass. Hold on. Lord, Lord, Lord. Oh, man. I'll be live and, you know what I'm saying? People always ask. Let's hear it again.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, the whole shit was a scheme, bro. They had the zone. I was on the zone platform. They gave it to Cambosis because they knew what I was going to do with it. They knew what I was going to do. I was going to drop him. Then it's a longer process for Devin to become, quote-unquote, undisputed.
And what does that tell you? Is he just doing that by himself to stump Devin because he don't like him? Or is he talking about the process set by the sanctioning bodies? By the WBC specifically? Think about it. What, bro? Hold on. Y'all know what I was gonna do with it. It'd have been a longer process.
It's all a game, man. They pay that shit.
Isn't it gonna be tough to win in Australia though? Like if it's a setup, isn't it when they set it up in America, not Australia, where why
everything's already made. It's everything. I had to see that for myself.
Everything's already made. That's what he said. Everything's already made. So this was a setup. George was complaining about jabbing and holding. But again, we went through a whole Klitschko era where Vladimir was jab, straight hand, hold, jab, straight hand, hold, and eventually the right hand will land. Nobody called him boring. HBO loved him. Okay? And then you got some cracker sitting in front of fucking Jeff Mayweather. Jeff Mayweather got to rethink that whole shit. I don't think that was set up. Calling him biased. What fucking fight was he man, shut that, man.
So they already knew who won before they even fucking announced it.
Tio, you lost. You were swinging for the fences. George was countering you. He knocked you down on the first round. In the first round, he knocked you on your ass. You lost, stupid. You lost. Why are you making excuses? You did a backflip in the ring and the arena was empty. Like 3 people saw it and wrote about it. Like, yo, he did the backflip in the ring. Doesn't a backflip affect your throat? Whatever, man.
See the tapes.
Hey, Tio, what advice would you give Dev on what he's got to do in the ring with Kambosos?
Fuck both of them.
Fuck both of them. Now, mind you, that's unsportsmanlike. You was running around saying you was undisputed, which was a lie. You won your shit, then you lost your shit to the Australian. Now, thanks to you, everyone knows who George Kambosos was. I say was past tense because the guy with the real belt. You remember when George Kambosos was saying, yo, he's as fake a gangster as that belt he has. Says the guy that walked to the goddamn press conference with the same trench coat he's had, sunglasses on, blasting 50 Cent. The Devin's a fake gangster. I'm sorry. I don't recall him saying that he was a gangster at all. He was well-spoken. In fact, the biggest nigga in the room was you, George. You talked a lot of shit and couldn't back it up. Teofimo won his gold, lost it in one night. You won it in one night, and you lost it in one night. And you lost so bad that word on the street is you're going to get paid step-aside money because they see no value in the rematch. There was no part of that fight you won. There's your evidence. And I'm talking to the goon that had the mic in front of Jeff Mayweather. You thought he won the fight? Guess what? It doesn't matter what you think. Because the matchmakers at Top Rank said, we ain't gonna do that shit again. Go to Melbourne for what? Melbourne down. Burning down the house. Because that's what these animals tried to do after he lost, right? Go there for what? Who's gonna show up to do that? Who's gonna show up to watch him lay an egg again? Nobody. So the word on the street is he's gonna take some step aside. He's gonna get offered some step aside money to bring over Loma from a goddamn war. They still on this Loma shit. Let it go. But here's Teofimo again.
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title.
Can I ask what the fuck that's about? Now, how the fuck would he know that? Unless he sat in the office, the Teofimo family, the Lopez family sat in the office with this motherfucker. Don't he look like he just put his face in some stink box? How do you say eat it, baby, in Espanol? You go down there, and she got cottage cheese down there, and he's like, ooh, well, you in it now, buddy. Slurp. Yup. And by the way, isn't Tio a snitch? Isn't he a rat? Isn't he a stool pigeon? Huh? He just said he doesn't know. Devin doesn't know. Guess what? That don't mean you supposed to fucking say this shit for people to hear. That was between you. Man, what the fuck? That means there was an organized plan to keep Devin away from him. Hello? Play it again.
But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight.
Bud Crawford is suing Bob Arum for racism, saying that he stopped specific fights which stunned his growth. It stunned his popularity. It cost him money. Let me ask y'all a question. Can Devin Haney sue the WBC for racial discrimination based off of what this dumbass just said? Why else would he do that? Can he say racism? Well, let's look at the facts. Let's look at the facts. Franchise status, how did that come about? It came about, I don't give a fuck what the definition is, but it came about right when Canelo was supposed to fight Jamal Charlo. The fight didn't happen. Why? They invented a status. He said, yeah, give me that. I'll get rid of this, the real belt, and I'll accept this status. They made it a belt. Remember, visual. If it was a trophy, maybe he wouldn't have took it, but he made an official belt for you to wear. And it gives you special privileges to go up and down in weight. And you don't have a mandatory. You don't have a mandatory. I don't even think you're paying sanctioning fees on that motherfucker. So Jamal picks up the WBC strap. Nobody says anything. What does that have to do with Devin Haney? Well, when it came time for Devin Haney to fight Vasily Lomachenko, same thing happens. Vasily was like, I never asked for it. But according to the rules, you have to request it. And it was non-transferable. Give me this, I'll relinquish that. Devin gets the email. Hey, surprise, you're the champion. They ridicule him for getting the belt when he wanted to fight for it, but not the guy that sent the fucking email. Strange, right? Okay. Okay. But never mind that. Behind the scenes, Teofimo requested, beats Lomachenko, and with the help of the media, they start calling him undisputed. You don't believe me? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You don't believe me? They started calling him undisputed. Let me get this dumbass nigga face out of here so I can upload this picture. They started calling Teofimo undisputed. Look at that. Male undisputed champs in the 4-belt era. Teofimo Lopez. George Kambosos because he beat Teofimo Lopez. Lie, lie. Lie, lie. And surprisingly, the only motherfucker that called out that bullshit was Dan Rafael. Somebody must have put truth serum in his salad. I'm sorry, you don't eat salad. I remember who you are. Shut up. Is it racist? It wasn't transferable until Teofimo asked for it. So you invent one for Canelo. and it wasn't transferable, the rules changed right in front of us for Teofimo Lopez. Alvarez Lopez. Teofimo, you also said that it's all a scheme. The cards were already made up. There were some people that said Vasily Lomachenko won that fight. So are you admitting that the fix was in your favor also? Don't play with me, man. I am the motherfucking truth. Don't play with me. You said it was a scheme. The cards was made up. There were some people that said, nah, I think Vasily won. So are you admitting that the WBC cheated for you? What are you saying? Stop playing with me. But what you did say was this.
It's not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight, for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all four. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135. Hey,
what was that he said at the end?
That's what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135.
Uh-oh. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. That's right, Queen. God don't like ugly. Media hopefuls versus actual performance. Devin had no help from American media. Yes. The three former professional fighters. You see, everything that I just played to you, I'm sure Paulie Malignaggi knows about that. What's bad is Antonio Tarver and Roy Jones don't know that. What's worse is they didn't research it. All I heard was doubt. When the fuck did George Cambozo become this monster? He never was. It was timing. Right place, right time. Teofimo was going through family problems. He goes through mental problems. We've seen it. It's public record. He postponed that fight several times. And he went in there and fought the wrong fight, trying to take his head off, and he got dropped in the first round. And he had to play catch up. He almost beat him in the 10th. But he got his face cut up. There was no part of that fight he won. He's out of his mind. There was no part of that fight he won at all. But you're saying that these fights are already predetermined. So you're saying that it was predetermined for you to beat Lomachenko. All you had to do is get to 12? Are you saying that? And then all of a sudden, Mauricio turned on you and said, this Cambosa situation is better for business? Or did you just lose? But I'm talking about, can Devin sue the WBC for racism? How many black franchise champions are there, y'all? Donut. None. There aren't any. Can Devin sue the WBC? Can he? That's right, Robert. We don't want it either. Media hopefuls. We never needed hope, man. We've been winning. We still here. Black Murderers Row. The treatment of Larry Holmes. The treatment of Muhammad Ali. And I know Floyd's an asshole, but look at they used to drag him in the media. They dragged Andre Ward as much as he's done. And by the way, he's undefeated. They dragged him. And last but not least, can I mention our Cuban brothers? How they got frozen out. King Kong Ortiz got frozen out. He better thank God for Deontay Wilder, because nobody was going to fight him. There's Sanji Lara, arguably beat Canelo Alvarez. Guillermo Rigondeaux, his best win against in Salute de Nonito, his best win was his worst loss because HBO punished him for that. Completely shut him out. Come on, man. Come on. I see you, Act. Omega Red, salute. These guys don't know what the fuck they talking about, man. When I hop on it, you're always worried about the wrong stuff, man. I play so you can hear it one more time.
Trying to convince us of the fact that Kambosos had to be forced
had
into
to
this
be
fight.
forced to fight this fight, which I think is the biggest misconception. But you got to think when you're looking.
Oh my God, man. And a casual will look at these three guys and take their word for it. And I'm telling you that Paulie knows what he's talking about. When I say knows what he's talking about, he knows what he's doing here. Not knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. He knows the backstory behind this. He knows Kambosos was forced into this. He knows the story. He's appealing to the idiots. Man, this is an old trick, y'all. This is an old trick. An old one.
Deep into this. Why is he doing that? Why is he? And then
Maybe
he also said, when are you going to knock it? When are you going to knock off the front?
What front?
What front?
What the fuck you mean, what front? At any point in this podcast, I don't know who watched it, but did they address him calling Haney a rat? Did they agree with that? Because I can't watch this, dude. I can't watch this. Did they address, oh, this guy's a rat? He's a rat. Did they know? And I'm talking about Antonio Tarver, the girl in the room, and Roy Jones. Did they know when he called him a rat and said, yo, you helped out the foreigner, which was me, against Tio? Did they know that he helped Manny Pacquiao train against Jeff Horn? Did they know that? Man, I can't take shit like this, man.
He's going to knock it, like, become yours. He thinks Kambosos is selling his fight or putting on a front.
He absolutely was. At the end, they're in the locker room. Bill asked him, who told you to say that? He asked him that. You know, who told you to say that? But man, please, man, these guys don't look. Just because these guys make millions of dollars and they're legendary fighters, well, two of them are. I wouldn't put Paulie anywhere near a fucking Hall of Fame. I wouldn't even want him walking past it. All right. How many people said that Paulie Malignaggi had pillow fists? How many times he broke his hands in the ring? How many times he got his ass kicked in the ring? Mentu, and you know what? The time of the go along to get along, black people have to stop. And I'm being serious. You can't just go along to get along. We got to stand for something. That's why they don't like the LDBC. We stand on it. niggas fuss with us. And what's funny is the niggas that fuss with us, they try and link up with each other and eventually they fall out. Trust me, I've seen shit by accident. Like, yo, I thought they were cool. They fighting with each other now? None of my business. I ignored them then. I'm ignoring them now. But that little piece on YouTube was meant for me to see. They're all gonna call you a nigga. Out my face, man. Man, salute to y'all. I had to hold it down for the general. I gotta go to work tonight, man. Let's laugh at Ron Garcia real quick.
What's the bet? What's the bet? What's the bet? 20K I got on release, he got on tape. Yeah. Okay. No, don't play with me. I'll pay you shit tomorrow. Alright, no, don't play with me. I'll pay you shit tomorrow. No, don't play with me. I'll pay you shit tomorrow. No, don't play with me. I'll pay you shit tomorrow.
Shut your bitch ass up! 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 Shut your bitch ass up!
Fucking clown. Just that quick, you lost 20 racks. God damn. You fucking idiot. That's the video again, y'all. I'm closing it up. Y'all go ahead and watch that video from beginning to end, y'all. I put up screenshots and everything. That's really Paulie, man. That was really him. Couldn't believe it. He stands on it. Ahmaud Arbery got himself killed, y'all. And he got 2 Black Hall of Fame fighters sitting on their couch. And if they don't know the real shit behind Devin Haney, if they walked in there and they said, and Paulie just handed them the script, well, this was happening, guys. You know, Devin said this, Devin said that, and we're going to talk about this, guys. And they just roll with it, fine. But I can't believe that they know the whole situation and still sat there and said that. You calling Devin a faker? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop it. Brothers, sisters, do your goddamn homework. Word up, man. Exactly. Salute to the wrench gang.
Come on!
Salute to the monkeys.
Hello, monkeys.
Some of y'all make the show. Y'all run back into your channels and with your little 120 subs. This is what Drew Titan said today.
Monkey!
You fucking turncoats.
Monkey!
You guys make me sick. Yeah, salute to the Canelo fans. Y'all can't say shit. Yo, salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Sell, the Cash App, Super Chats, man. I love y'all, man. I'll be back tomorrow, man. And y'all make sure y'all tune in to everybody doing content. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to everybody that does content. We grow over here. Black people build, niggas destroy. Ain't no niggas over here. Peace, y'all.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.